haven't equal.
He did. He did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, stop. What's the guy named in the wheelchair right now?
Paul Williams.
He could have fought him.
I don't think he would have beat.
I ain't say that. I said he could have fought him though.
He didn't.
You don't think? Hey, in my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. That time Amir had 2 good feet. He wasn't fighting Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had 2 good feet. I already know this.
I just don't think he would have beat Floyd.
I didn't say him to. You don't know.
He was young. He was fast. He was knocking people out.
You don't understand boxing like I do. Who Floyd was knocking out? Besides Pac.
At that time, nobody.
That's it.
Yeah,
so if you ain't knocking people out, how you got to catch Khan and knock him out. And you got to get on that shoulder and you got to chase Khan. Because Khan knew how to box at that time. He used his feet, he was fast and threw combinations.
Faster than Floyd.
You understand what I mean? So I know. So
Danny caught him. He was saying faster than Floyd. I think he is faster than Floyd, but Danny timed him.
Yeah, Danny
caught him with a left hook.
Danny different.
I'm not saying Floyd would have knocked him out.
Danny got different. And Danny also got a different left hook.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But you didn't even take that chance to see. Here's a guy that we think they may give you a good, but you ain't gonna take that chance to see. That's all I'm saying. So no, you're not gonna fight nobody that you think might beat you. No, you're not. You ain't fight nobody that we thought might beat. The only person y'all gave a chance to was too young.
Could it be that?
Those are more words from Roy Jones Jr. This is gonna be a long one, people, so stay tuned. Roy Jones has come out against Floyd, primarily with the Muhammad Ali comments, but now he's really cracking into the career of Floyd Mayweather. And to support and to add to what he has to say, to counter on what Roy is saying is absolutely true. It's the same thing that I've been telling everyone else about Floyd. Floyd didn't fight the people that was going to make him look other than extraordinary. It's a way you pick fights to make you look like you're on a level above everyone else.
Did Floyd fear Pacquiao? Fear losing to him?
Yeah, he's not afraid of Pacquiao or any fighter. I think it's more of him saying who do I have to fight? Like who's at this point, like it's more him sorting out who's the perfect opponent than him fighting the toughest fighter to fight. I think when you go into history books, it's you actually doing it a bit differently. This is more business and making the right financial decisions and how do you stretch out how many wins on your actual record. And those fighters that fight the toughest fighters of their actual time are the guys that kind of go around in history.
Okay,
But if there's fighters that you never fight, we'll never know. But there's a reason for those fights never happening. The Lauras, the Keith Thurmans, the Paul Williams, the Amir Khans. Those 4 fights, just those 4. See, Floyd's been around a long time. A long time. And you look at Floyd and his choices that he's made with picking fights. He fought Canelo. Great job. Canelo just, he couldn't beat Floyd. That's just simple. He wasn't better than Floyd, but Floyd didn't do that each and every time. What Floyd did, if Canelo was just another tough competitor, he would have never fought him. He fought him for the money. But when it came to fighters that he could have fought, he didn't. And fun fact, Roy talked about Amir Khan. Amir Khan was a guy that Floyd put in a poll, okay? It was a poll that he created. It was a poll that was created supposedly for the voice of the people and who the people wanted Floyd to fight. So Floyd went online. I think he went to Twitter, right? He was on his Twitter feed and he posted, who would you like me to fight? Who would you like me to fight next? And he only had 2 people. Amir Khan, Marcos Maidana. Well, the people voted for Amir Khan. He ended up fighting Marcos Maidana. You see what I'm saying? So it just showed you like, well, what was wrong with you fighting Amir Khan versus Marcos Maidana? And in fact, another thing that you must know, Maidana lost to Amir Khan. Body shot. Back. Put his ass down. So you fight a guy that got beat by a guy that you avoided. That does not look good at all. And then he fought that guy and had a hell of a fight with that guy, Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana beat up Adrian Broner, studded his career, and I think Floyd helped him, but that's another story. Floyd took the fight with Marcos Maidana, regardless of what the people said, and he damn near paid for it. So it was a half karma, almost full circled issue or situation with Floyd. Then Floyd fought him again, okay? And then when he fought him again, then he fought Manny Pacquiao. Then after Manny Pacquiao, then he fought Andre Berto. Okay, so when you're dealing with Floyd, Floyd is a guy that picked fights. He was a superb fighter, but then we don't truly know how good he really was because there were fights that he could have fought and he didn't, but he didn't for a reason. And that's what Roy Jones Jr. is reiterating. See, the difference between Roy and Floyd, Roy fought them all. Roy fought them all. Floyd didn't. Floyd is a guy that's going to pick and choose, and he always has, and he will always have that mindset. Why do you think Gervonta Tank Davis's career is the way it is? It's the way it is because Floyd ran it. He was the puppet master. He was pulling the strings. Gervonta Tank Davis could not be a star because he didn't want him to be the guy that stuck out. He wanted Tank to be the guy that was known for Floyd to put out, for Floyd to showcase. He wanted to be Tank in the shadows of Floyd. He wanted Tank in his shadows. He didn't want him in the spotlight. He didn't want that. That's why Tank's career sucks now. And then that's why his mindset sucks. He's a millionaire and he hasn't fought. He fought Ryan Garcia. That's it. He beat Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia showed he was a pussy. That's right, I said it. He was a racist pussy, and he couldn't take a shot to the stomach. You know, he pulled a Daniel Dubois, or Daniel Dubois pulled a him and walked. And as soon as the 10 count, he walked his ass up, got up and everything like nothing was wrong. Yeah. So, needless to say, that's his claim to fame. He didn't fight Lomachenko, and when he wanted to fight Loma's retired. He wanted to fight Loma late last year, for Christ's sake. Right? He wanted to fight him late last year. You know. But that's just an example of Floyd shit. Floyd ruined the mindset and the potential of Tank Davis. That's why Tank Davis will be known, but he will never be respected the way he should have been respected. And neither will Floyd. See, people look at Floyd, and either you're just a Floyd or Flomo or someone that came up in that time frame that thought Floyd couldn't be beat without knowing the facts. The Oscar De La Hoya fight, he's supposed to fight Oscar De La Hoya again, and he didn't. He ran from that shit. And this is not a Floyd smear campaign. I'm just supporting Roy because what Roy's saying is true. I think it just took Roy to get pissed off at Floyd, to tell the truth about Floyd. But that doesn't mean he's not telling the truth about Floyd and in Floyd's career, that fabricated shit that he did. Now, understand something, though. With the yin, you got to also add the yang. Floyd, pretty boy, fought them all. Why? Because he had to. And he justified not fighting anyone now, right? In that new era, the money era, because maybe he was bitter. I don't know what the true reason was for Floyd. I know his handlers were afraid of him getting beat. But for Floyd, he didn't want to look like the guy that had to fight everyone. He fought and picked and chose whoever he wanted to fight. Okay, but no, if Floyd would have fought Erislandy Lara, he would have been another person that was beaten by someone that was younger and hungrier at the time. That was a southpaw that you couldn't play that fucking shoulder roll shit on. Not on a southpaw like Lara. Lara would have shot that damn left hook straight up the middle and bust that boy all in the face. The same jab that Cotto landed on Floyd and had Floyd's mouth bloody. I guarantee you that straight left of Lara's would have had him worse off. See, that fight would have probably been like a Hurtado versus a Pernell Whitaker. If you don't know that fight, please research Hurtado versus Whitaker. It would have been a fight like that. Very difficult, very challenging, and I don't think Floyd honestly wanted to be challenged. That's what Roy Jones Jr. was saying. You guys tell me what you think of Roy and this counterpunch. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!